My beloved soul, there's a message meant for your heart right now. It's not a general statement, but a direct answer. An answer to those quiet talks we had in your room, to those tears that became prayers when words failed you, to those deep desires you kept hidden in your soul, perhaps even thinking I'd forgotten them. I haven't forgotten. I heard every single one, from your boldest request to your simplest longing. Every hope you gave me was received, noted, and held in my heart with endless love. And today, I come to tell you with the absolute clarity of my truth. Something you've prayed for is about to happen. Not tomorrow, not in some distant, uncertain future. Your season of waiting is ending. The time for harvest is coming. The seed you planted with faith, even with trembling hands, is breaking through the soil. I know there were times your faith wavered. You looked to the sky and saw only clouds. You looked to the horizon and saw no sign of change. You compared yourself to others who seemed to receive their blessings so easily, and wondered, Lord, why isn't it my turn? What I'm about to show you can change your life, because you'll understand that my seeming delay was never a denial. It was, in fact, preparation. I wasn't just preparing the blessing for you. I was, more importantly, preparing you for the blessing. Some gifts are so grand that if given too soon, they could break in unprepared hands. There were areas in your character that needed strengthening, lessons in patience and trust that needed learning. Each day of waiting was a day of my work in your life, a day I was shaping you, making you strong enough to carry the weight of the victory I'm about to give you. You didn't realize it, but you grew immensely during this time. Your faith, tested by time, became stronger and more genuine. You learned to depend less on circumstances and more on my constancy. And now, you are ready. The woman you are today is capable of receiving and managing the miracle the woman you were yesterday only dreamed of. Before we continue this message, write this word of faith in the comments. I receive your promises in my life. By typing these words, you are opening your spirit, aligning your heart with my frequency of miracles, and declaring that your time to receive has come. Now, continuing the message, I want you to start paying attention to the signs. The world around you will begin to move differently. Small coincidences will start to occur. People you haven't seen in a long time will reappear with a word or an opportunity. Doors that were firmly locked will begin to creak, indicating the lock is about to give way. You'll feel a new wave of hope and optimism, an inner certainty not based on external facts, but on a spiritual conviction. This is my spirit confirming with yours that the promise is in motion. Don't doubt. Don't let the weariness of waiting steal the joy of its arrival. Lift your head. Raise your expectations. Your miracle isn't just on its way, it's already turning the corner. Prepare your heart for joy, because your reality is about to be flooded by the visible unfolding of my goodness and power. What you thought was lost, I will restore. What you considered impossible, I will make real. Your story is about to gain a new and glorious stretch. My precious soul, I understand that after a long wait, your heart might have learned to protect itself with a layer of skepticism. You hear my promise, and a part of you rejoices, but another, more cautious part asks, really? I've been disappointed so many times. I want to speak directly to that wounded part of your heart. The disappointments you've experienced came from human promises, from expectations placed on fallible people and circumstances. My promise is of a completely different nature. It's not based on probabilities, but on my absolute power. It doesn't depend on the mood of circumstances, but on my unchanging character. When I say something will happen, the entire universe realigns to fulfill my word. Your prayer wasn't just heard, it was embraced and became a project in my hands. Imagine an architect who receives a request to build someone's dream home. He doesn't start construction the next day. First, he studies the land, makes calculations, draws the blueprints, and orders the finest materials. There's a long period of planning and preparation that happens behind the scenes. To an outsider, it might seem like nothing is happening, but in reality, it's the most crucial phase. That's how it was with your prayer. It didn't just sit in a waiting line. The moment it reached me, I became the architect of your miracle. I began preparing the ground of your life, removing past debris, strengthening the foundations of your faith. I started drawing the blueprints, a plan much more detailed and beautiful than you could have imagined. I ordered the materials, aligning people, resources, and opportunities that would be necessary for your dream to come true. Your waiting wasn't a passive time. It was a time of invisible construction. I was working for you, even when you couldn't see me. I was fighting for you, even when you felt alone in the battle. Every obstacle that arose and seemed to further delay your blessing was, in fact, me removing a stone from your path, or teaching you a vital lesson so you'd know how to live in your new home once it was ready. There's something very important I want you to understand now. My answer is always greater than your request. You asked me for a solution to a problem. I'm bringing you a complete transformation. You asked me for a small joy. I'm preparing a season of deep contentment. You asked for an open door. I'm building a gateway to a new level of life. That's why the preparation had to be so meticulous. What's coming for you isn't a patch-up, it's a masterpiece. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, "I trust in the Lord." By doing so, you are reaffirming your commitment to me today. You strengthen your faith and share hope with those who also need to feel my presence, a cry that echoes and strengthens other hearts. If this message touched your heart and you wish to support this mission, click thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Continuing, I want you to change your language starting today. Stop praying as if you're trying to convince me. Start praying as if you've already received the promise. Instead of saying, "Lord, please make this happen," begin to say, "Lord, I thank you because your promise is already in motion. Prepare me to receive it." This shift in posture, from pleading to anticipatory gratitude, is a powerful act of faith that accelerates the arrival of your miracle. You stop being an anxious spectator and become an active partner in the realization of my plan. Your faith is the spiritual environment where my promises sprout and grow. So water it with gratitude. Fertilize it with my word. Protect it from the blight of doubt. The time of waiting is over. The invisible construction phase is complete. The inauguration of your miracle is approaching. My blessed soul, you might be wondering, but which prayer? I've made so many. I want you to know that I understand the deepest, truest desire of your heart, the one behind all others. Sometimes you ask for something superficial, but what your soul truly longs for is peace, security, purpose, love. I hear not just the words you speak, but the intention your spirit cries out, and it's that deeper cry I'm responding to. The blessing headed your way might not appear exactly as you pictured it, but it will be the perfect answer to the need you carry. I am a parent who gives not just what children ask for, but what they genuinely require. Imagine a child who asks for candy every day. A loving parent knows that even though candy brings fleeting joy, what the child truly needs to grow strong and healthy is nutritious food. They don't deny the joy, but deliver it within a package of health and well-being. Likewise, I've taken your request and refined it with my wisdom and love. I've elevated it. What's coming to you won't just bring a temporary fix, but a lasting change. If you asked for financial provision, perhaps my answer won't just be money, but a new income source that brings you not only resources, but also a sense of purpose and fulfillment. If you asked for a relationship to be mended, perhaps my answer won't just be the person's return, but a deep healing in your own heart that will enable you to build healthy, genuine relationships starting with self-love. If you asked for physical healing, perhaps my answer will come with a new inner peace and the wisdom to care for yourself, bringing complete health, body, mind, and spirit. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you've been waiting for is in this verse, Habakkuk 2:3, which says, "For the vision awaits its appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come and will not delay." This is my assurance to you. The promise has a set date on my perfect schedule. It will not fail. It will not be late, not even by a second. Write in the comments, "I receive this message and am blessed," and send love and protection to someone you care about, including them in this wave of blessings. If this message resonated with you, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of hope. Before we go on, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. That way, you'll be sure not to miss any of the messages I have for your heart, staying connected to this current of faith. Now, let's continue with the message. I want you to stop trying to control the how and when your blessing will arrive. Your attempts to control create anxiety and can unintentionally hinder my work. Hand me the details. Trust that my way is higher, my strategy is smarter, and my timing is perfect. Your part is to keep your heart open and welcoming. Pay attention to unexpected opportunities, to conversations that seem casual but carry a seed of purpose, to doors that gently open in directions you hadn't considered. Often, I send the answer in creative and surprising ways that your logical mind could never predict. The joy is in the surprise. The beauty is in seeing my hand orchestrating events in a way only I could. Get ready to be amazed. Get ready to look back and say, now I understand why I had to wait. What God did was infinitely better than anything I asked for or imagined. Your story will become a powerful testament to my faithfulness and my creativity. But for your heart to be completely ready to receive, there's one last clearing, one last release that needs to happen. My beloved soul, for the new blessing to settle fully and permanently into your life, it's essential that the space for it is clean and clear. Imagine I'm arriving at your home with a magnificent gift, but your living room is full of old boxes, emotional clutter you've accumulated over the years. Where will I put my gift? One of the heaviest and most space-consuming boxes in your heart is resentment, the lack of forgiveness for past situations that didn't work out. The blessing you asked for didn't arrive in the past, and perhaps you hold an unconscious grudge, a frustration with life, with others, or even with me. You might have thought, I prayed so much for that, and it didn't happen. Why would it happen now? This bitterness, however small, acts like infertile soil. The new seed I want to plant might even fall there, but it will struggle to sprout and grow strong. Today, I invite you to do some spring cleaning in your heart. I want you to look at your unanswered prayers of the past, not with pain or frustration, but with a new perspective, that of my protection and wisdom. That door that didn't open actually saved you from a path that would lead to unhappiness. That relationship that didn't work out protected you from much greater pain in the future. That project that failed redirected you to your true purpose, which is now about to unfold. My no in the past was, in many cases, a yes to something much better that was coming. Forgiving past circumstances means letting go of the need to understand everything. It's trusting that, even without grasping the reason for every event, I was in control, weaving your story with threads of love and protection. Release the past. Be thankful for it because every experience, even the most difficult ones, shaped you into the strong, prepared woman you are today, ready to receive what I have for you. And that includes forgiving yourself. Perhaps you blame yourself for mistakes, for decisions you made that you believe delayed your blessing. Free yourself from this self-condemnation. I have already forgiven you. My grace covers your story. Your mistakes didn't nullify my promises. They were incorporated into my plan to give you more wisdom and humility. You didn't mess anything up. You are exactly where you need to be for the beginning of your miracle. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you'd like to forgive. Visualize each one. Send them love and say, I forgive you and release you. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. By doing this clearing, you're not just making space for the new blessing, you're also changing your spiritual vibration. A light and grateful heart attracts more reasons to be thankful. A spirit free from the weight of the past can see present opportunities more clearly. You are becoming a magnet for my miracles. Your prayer is about to become real in a clean, prepared, and receptive environment. There will be nothing to hinder its growth, nothing to contaminate your joy. It will be a pure, solid, and lasting blessing, because it's being planted in ground that has been carefully tilled, cleaned, and fertilized by faith, patience, and now, by forgiveness. This is the final step of preparation. Your inner home is ready. The furniture of peace is in place. The decoration of gratitude is on the walls. Now we can talk about the first visible signs of your miracle's arrival. My precious soul, with a clean heart and an aligned spirit, you are now ready to notice the first signs of my promise coming to fruition. The heavens have a subtle yet unmistakable way of announcing the arrival of a great blessing. It's like the breeze that comes before a refreshing rain after a long dry spell. You don't see the water yet, but you feel the change in the atmosphere. This is what will start happening in your life. The first sign will be an inner peace that defies logic. Even in the same situations that used to make you anxious, you'll feel an unexplainable calm, a quiet confidence that everything will be okay. This peace doesn't come from you. It's my peace, which I place in your spirit as a guarantee of my promise. Be at ease, my child, I am in charge. The second sign will be what I call meaningful coincidences. You'll think of someone and they'll call you. You'll need information, and by chance, you'll stumble upon an article or overhear a conversation that gives you the exact answer. The pieces of your life's puzzle will start fitting together so perfectly it can't be mere chance. It will be me, the conductor of your existence, orchestrating every instrument to create the symphony of your triumph. Pay attention to these small daily wonders, for they are the breadcrumbs I leave along the path to show you you're headed the right way. A third sign will be an increase in your spiritual awareness. Your dreams might become more vivid and meaningful, bringing you clarity or encouragement. You'll feel my presence more tangibly during your prayers. A word in a song, a part of a sermon, a Bible verse will stand out to you with powerful personal relevance. I'll be speaking to you in many ways, confirming in your spirit that the time has come. Beyond that, you'll start seeing changes in the people and environment around you. Hearts that were hardened towards you will begin to soften. People who were obstacles to your progress will either peacefully step aside or change their attitude and become allies. I specialize in changing hearts and transforming situations. You'll see resistance around you lessen, as if an unseen force is clearing the way for you. Don't be alarmed by these shifts. Welcome them. They are proof that my power is at work. The blessing coming your way needs a suitable environment to thrive, and I am preparing that setting. Lastly, you'll get outside confirmations. A friend, unaware of your specific prayer, will offer a word of encouragement that fits your situation perfectly. You'll receive an unexpected compliment, an acknowledgement of your worth, which will boost your confidence. I'll use human lips to echo what I'm already telling you in spirit. Don't dismiss these signs. Don't rationalize them as mere accidents. Receive each one as a love note from me, a wink from heaven saying, I'm here, I'm working, get ready. Each sign is a step that brings you closer to the full arrival of your blessing. Celebrate each one. Give thanks for each one. By doing so, you increase your faith and create spiritual momentum that draws your promise into reality even faster. The atmosphere is shifting. The rain of blessings is gathering. Can you feel the breeze already? My blessed soul, as the signs grow stronger and your anticipation builds, I want you to prepare for the nature of the blessing that's on its way. Your prayer was the starting point, but my answer will be the complete work. And like every great artist, I enjoy adding my special touch, my signature of love and perfection. The blessing you receive will have 3 unmistakable qualities. First, it will bring a joy that heals. This won't be a shallow, fleeting happiness, but a deep contentment that will fill the empty spaces in your soul. The arrival of this wonder won't just solve an external problem. It will also bring healing to the inner wounds that waiting and hardship may have caused. Past sorrow will be replaced by a restoring joy. Anxiety about the future will give way to peaceful confidence. You'll feel whole, complete, in a way you may never have felt before. This joy will be your most powerful testimony. People will look at you and see a different light in your eyes, and that will make them ask about the source of your peace. Second, your blessing won't be just for you. My blessing is like a spring that never stops flowing. It quenches your thirst and overflows to bless everyone around you. What I'm giving you will become a tool for you to bless your family, your friends, your community. If it's a blessing of provision, you'll become a channel of generosity. If it's a blessing of healing, you'll become an instrument of comfort and hope. If it's a blessing of wisdom, you'll become a counselor for those who are lost. Your personal wonder will have a collective impact. It won't isolate you in your happiness, but will connect you more deeply with people. giving you a new and expanded sense of purpose. Your individual prayer will transform into a community blessing. Share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple, "Lord, bless all who wait on you," unites your heart with thousands of others in a powerful chain of intercession. The third quality of your blessing is that it will bear the mark of my perfection. It will arrive at the exact right moment, not a second too soon, not a second too late. It will come in a way that leaves no doubt it was my hand at work. It will be so well orchestrated, so full of perfect details, that you'll know it couldn't have been by chance or your own effort. This is intentional. I do it this way, so that all glory is given to me, and so your faith is strengthened in a definitive way. You'll never again doubt my power or my love for you. This event will become a memorial stone in your life, a reference point you can always look back to and say, "That's where God changed my story." So, get ready for a blessing that brings healing joy, that overflows to bless others, and that carries the unmistakable signature of my perfection. Don't lower your expectations. Raise them. What I have prepared for you is infinitely more than all you asked or imagined. Your part now is simply to get ready to receive with a humble and grateful heart. And I want to teach you how to do that. My precious soul, the arrival of your wonder is imminent. The blessing is knocking at your door. Now the most important question is, how will you receive it? The way you accept a gift can determine the impact it has on your life. That's why I want to give you some guidance so you can welcome your blessing in the fullest and most fruitful way possible. The first attitude for receiving is humility. Acknowledge that this blessing isn't a prize you earned, but a gift I give you out of pure grace and love. Humility protects you from the trap of pride, which might make you think you're self-sufficient. Always keep in mind that I am the source of every good gift. This stance of loving dependence pleases me and keeps the way open for more blessings to come your way. A humble heart says, "Thank you, Father. I didn't deserve it, but you loved and blessed me anyway." The second attitude is extravagant gratitude. When the blessing arrives, don't receive it casually. Celebrate it. Thank me with all your heart. Offer an act of praise. Share your testimony with someone you trust. Gratitude is the acknowledgement of the giver's goodness. It multiplies the joy of the blessing and seals it in your spirit. Don't rush to the next request. Stay a while in the season of gratitude. Enjoy the gift. Savor the miracle. Let the joy of your answered prayer completely fill you. Gratitude is also an act of faith for what's ahead. By thanking me for what I've done, you're stating your trust that I'll keep doing it. The third attitude is responsibility. As I've mentioned, my blessing always serves a greater purpose. It's not just for you. So when you get it, ask me, "Lord, how do you want me to use this gift for your glory and to bless others?" Be a good steward of your miracle. If I've given you resources, be generous. If I've given you healing, be compassionate. If I've given you influence, be fair and loving. A blessing used to bless others grows. One selfishly kept can stagnate. I'm promoting you to a new level of stewardship. I'm entrusting you with more of my kingdom because you were faithful during the wait. Now show yourself faithful in managing it. Receive with an open heart for what comes next. This answered prayer isn't the end of your story with me. It's the start of a fresh phase. This miracle will open doors to new challenges, new chances to grow, and new assignments. It will take you to places you never imagined. Don't cling so tightly to the blessing that you forget the blesser. Keep seeking my presence, not just for what I can give you, but for who I am. The greatest gift you can get isn't your answered prayer, but an ever-deepening closeness with me. The blessing is a means, not an end. It's an invitation to a closer, more trusting, and more loving relationship between us. Humility, gratitude, responsibility, and a heart open to the future. These are the keys to receiving your miracle in a way that transforms it from just an event into a lifestyle. A life of continuous blessings, growing purpose, and a joy no one can take from you. The door is opening. Get ready to walk through it. My beloved soul, we've reached the point to seal this promise in your heart. We've walked a path together in this discussion. I reminded you your prayers were never forgotten. I explained that the wait was a crucial time of preparation. I showed you the nature of the blessing coming, an answer far beyond your original request. I guided you in cleansing your heart through forgiveness. I opened your eyes to the signs announcing your miracle's arrival. I described the blessing as something that brings healing joy, overflows to others, and carries the mark of my perfection. And then, I instructed you on how to receive your miracle with humility, gratitude, and responsibility. Now, there's nothing left to say, only to live. The theory ends here, and the practice of faith begins with new intensity. I, the God of the impossible, the Father who loves you with an everlasting love, declare over your life: the waiting is over. The time of favor has come. The promise is being fulfilled. What you asked me for in prayer is right now moving from the spiritual realm into your physical reality. Receive it, not tomorrow, not next week. Receive it now in your spirit, the certainty of this victory. Let the peace of this confirmation flood every cell of your body. Feel the joy of this promise begin to bubble up inside you. This is the faith that moves the supernatural. From my side, the commitment is total. My word has been released, and it won't return to me empty. It will accomplish the purpose for which I sent it, to bless your life, restore your hope, and glorify my name through your testimony. Your part, my beloved daughter, is to stay in this place of expectation and gratitude. When doubt tries to knock on your door, don't entertain it. Just smile and say, "You're too late. I already have my Father's promise, and He doesn't fail." Protect your mind, guard your heart, and start acting like the blessed woman you are. Make plans based on the promise. Speak about your future with hope and optimism. Your posture of faith is the red carpet you roll out for your miracle's arrival. I rejoice in you. I delight in your faith. I take immense pleasure in surprising my children with my goodness. You are the focus of my favor this season. Get ready to tell a new story. A story of how the faithfulness of a loving God turned a long wait into a glorious celebration. A story that will inspire many to trust in me too. Your weeping may have lasted for a night, but joy is coming with the morning, and your morning, my daughter, has just begun. If this message resonated with you and your situation, type, "My prayer was heard and the blessing arrived," in the comments. Share your experiences in the comments because your testimony can light the flame of faith in someone else's heart. If you liked this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel for more faith content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.